this. So this is a scene where you guys are at, where do you live? Like a home?
Yeah.
Like a retirement home type thing?
Yes.
And it's like they're in the rec room, and they're like in the rec room playing gin. And, you know, Ray sees himself as this great gin player, and she, you know, is not, but, you know, she's nice and loves kind of like teasing him. And you keep winning, right? Right.
Well, I keep winning.
Yeah. Jody, I don't know if you're going to be like that, leaned back like that. You got to just lower your camera angle a little bit so that I can see.
How's
yeah,
that?
there you go, just like that. So just, can you see yourself in the camera and then in the view of the window?
I can.
So lean forward, and so that you know how far you can lean forward. And no, I'm not saying now.
Oh,
I'm saying just test it so that you know that you can't do this.
Right.
So you test it. So you go, okay, I have this much headroom.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
All right. So you're just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, is your character actually, he taught you how to play gin, right?
Right.
And yet you keep winning.
Yep.
Okay. How does that work, by the way? He's been playing his whole life and you
Good
keep
question.
winning. Do you have any idea? I mean, again, you're playing her, so how does that work?
Oh, you mean, how do I feel about it? That I
No, I'm saying, I mean, how did you get so good so fast? Like, I have this friend of mine, for example, who's talented at everything. So I could see this happening. Like, if I was to teach him something, I could see him getting better at it quickly than me. Yeah. So has that ever happened where you can relate to that? Like, you can connect to it? Like,
not in my actual life. No.
Well, how are you going to connect to this so that you can say, this is kind of like that? Like, I'm like, you got to go, well, like, for example, you know, I'm good at something fast.
Sure. I really know.
Like, what, you know, what could it be? Is, you know, when you first started singing, you know, when you first started acting, you didn't have any training, you know, and somebody was like, well, do it like this. And suddenly you're way back and you're like better than them. Just because of,
sometimes you just have a natural facility for things. You don't even know why or where it comes from. So can't you connect? I can relate to that.
Well, that's what you didn't do that you need to do.
Oh.
That's so you're connected. So you can kind of go, oh, it's like that.
Right.
So listen, I mean, the reality is sometimes you don't need to do that if you just get it. You kind of go, oh, I didn't get much of that. I understand what's going on. But sometimes you might say, oh, I just have a natural ability to sing. And it kind of reminds me when I learned, and it was fast and I was better than everybody immediately. And they were like, how the hell's, you know, like, you know, those kinds of things happen to artists.
Absolutely. I can totally relate to that.
Well, you apparently have this real knack for gin, the same way you do for singing.
Right.
And he didn't know. So imagine Ray saying, well, I have been singing for 25 years and I'm going to show you how to sing. And you've never sang before, right? And you sing, he goes, go like this, like this, like this. And then you start singing. And every time you guys sing together, everybody's complimenting you and not him.
Right.
Right. And I could see Ray getting an ulcer over it.
You'd be like, shit, what the hell is going on? Yeah.
I taught her. So I'm playing gin. Here we go. Ready? And action. Oh, wait, let me turn off my camera. Sorry. Think a little bit about what's happened before the scene starts. And they have a little bit of a flirtation going on. Is that true? Yes. Is there an attraction?
They tease each other.
Is there an attraction? Do you find him handsome?
Yeah, I've found him good looking.
All right. And your character's not married, right?
No, I was married, and I don't know if he was married.
No, but I'm saying your character is not married in at this point, right?
No, I am not.
Okay, so she's single. So, in her imagination, she's, maybe for a moment entertained the fun idea of, hey, he might be an interesting person to be romantic with, a fleeting thought. And what about you, Ray? Is your character attracted to her?
Yeah, actually,
right.
Yeah.
And so, go ahead.
But I'm also threatened by the fact that she's so good. I suspect that maybe she already knew how to play gin, and she was lying to me.
So it's like those pool sharks that say how to play, and then they
Minnesota Fats.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. Ready and action.
So why don't you just pick up your card and gin on me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it, can you? It's gonna take more than luck.
Yeah. Right. Well, you have got to be the victim of bad luck. Well,
just watch your card.
No. Don't show, because if it wasn't bad luck, it would have to be something else.
Just watch your cards.
Like maybe you think you played gin a whole lot better than you actually do.
God damn it, you're asking for
it. And while we're
man.
on the subject, if it wasn't bad luck with your business partners, it would have to be something like bad judgment. Or worse yet, maybe they were just simply better businessmen than you were, Or, there's so many possibilities.
Well, no, look, you just shut your fucking mouth, okay? You don't know the first thing about what you're talking.
Do not use that word in my presence.
Hey, I'll use any fucking word I please.
Yeah. Well, that was his word. That was Walter's word. Filthy foul mouth. And there I was with a 2-year-old baby having to listen to that filth.
Yeah, I'm sure he had a really good reason. A damn good reason for using it.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I fixed his wagon, just so you know. He came home one night with half a load tied on, and I had everything he owned out on the street. Right out on the street. And that was that. The end.
I would just knock your damn teeth in if I could.
Oh, yeah, and I'd have you in jail. It would make your head spin.
Yeah, bullshit.
Mm-hmm. No, don't you think I wouldn't? Of course, Walter was too much of a coward to do anything like that.
You don't have too many kinds of things to say about men in your life, do you? Huh?
Well, I have to admit, when it comes to men, I have not had very good luck. Oh.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say?
Huh? No, I just said I haven't had much success with the opposite.
You've been unlucky. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds like the same kind of luck that you've been talking to me about, huh? Well, I guess it can't be bad luck, because if it were bad luck, then it had to be something else. And maybe if it was something else, maybe that means it was really you all along. That maybe you're just a rigid, self-righteous.
Okay. Enough. Just play your cards.
All right. By God. All right. Hey. Well, all right. Hey. You're gonna discard? Are you gonna discard?
Oh my God. You have some nerve, telling me that I take too much time.
Okay. Yeah. You want this? You want this one? You want this one, don't you? Okay. This is the one you're gonna get. This is the one I'm gonna give you. And you're gonna take it too. Well, damn it.
Okay. That is stupid, because you just gave me your queen another 3 plays ago. But okay. All
I
right.
didn't have
I'll
any
take
choice.
it. I'll take it.
I didn't have any choice, you idiot.
Don't you call me an idiot. Don't I listen to me. Don't you ever call me an idiot. Fuck. I've never used that word in my life. Scene.
All right, you guys, that was great. Really good. You're done.
Well,
Oh, yay.
Yeah, there were so
Thank
many,
you.
there were just so many great moments, you guys. You know, there were, you know, I was a little concerned in the beginning, Jody, because sometimes I think it just comes from your music background. You make things too colorful too soon. You know, like
Mhm.
when you started the scene, you were like making every moment pretty,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Right.
and
Not
just,
throwing it away. Yeah.
and just throw it away. That's it. But then you found it, okay, and then you just kind of
Uh-huh.
sunk in, and then you just forgot all that stuff, and you just started listening to Ray, and then it was great. But
Thank you.
and you fixed it quick. You fixed it quickly, and had you not fixed it, I wouldn't be shaking your hand. So, I mean, there were so many funny moments in the scene. I was literally laughing out loud.
Yeah.
It was like two children in a sandbox,
Uh-huh.
you know, and I was scared of you. I would not, when I saw you look at him after he called you an idiot, I was like, I would not want to be on Jody's pants. Like, and Ray, you looked fucking terrified. Like, you know, like I'm used to getting away with shit like this, and it's not happening here.
Yeah.
And yeah, you looked kind of nervous around her. And Ray, you know, you played this sort of grouch that was so charming,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and likable. It's a great character. I hope that have you played roles like this before?
Yeah, I
It's
have.
a really good casting type. So and I think we talked about kind of the Walter Matthau from The Odd Couple kind of vibe,
Right.
you know, and you know, that, not that you're copying him, but having that sort of, I don't know, like worn down by the world, you know, grunge and, you know, just grouchy, but still likable. And you had such a, you know, Jody, you had such a dignity about you, you know,
Did I?
yeah, and such a class about you, you know, like when you just kind of lean, there were some moments that when you would just like lean back and start laughing, and
Yeah.
you had this almost like you were a queen,
Hmm.
you know, laughing at this idiot plebeian moron, like who's just like so beneath me.
Right.
And
I mean, this is really enjoyable for me because it's, you know, we get to create this drama with each other.
yeah,
And there's probably not much else going on. So
and what are you gonna do? Play
it's just the
backgammon
big
every day?
excitement for the day, you know.
No, I mean, it's instead of shuffleboard or backgammon, you
Mhm.
know. So I agree with you. But there's, you know, certain lines that you can't cross, and we saw you know, Ray cross some lines, and we saw you cross some lines too.
Right.
You know, like, and watching how you
That's-
reacted to them too. So yeah, you guys, just great job. Just
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
trying to
Can
think
I
of
ask you something?
Yeah. Let me just say one other thing
Please,
real quick.
please.
Just
Yeah.
one last note, because you fixed the moment really well. Like sometimes, Jody, I notice you anticipate a moment and how it should be played.
Right.
You do it, and then you start listening. It's fascinating to watch. It was like when you said unlucky, and then he said, "Oh, you're unlucky," and you looked like, "Oh, I just said the wrong word, unlucky," right? So that reaction to him calling you out of unlucky looked planned.
Okay.
That beat. It was just like literally 2 seconds.
No,
And
you're
then-
right.
And then suddenly you just started putting your attention back onto Ray and you started reacting again. And all
Yeah.
I would say to you is remove that little beat and just trust it. Like whatever happens is going to happen. And I just think your experience in singing may very well be one of the reasons that you can pull yourself back into a scene and focus so well. You know, because some people, when they're off a little bit by a beat, either they don't get back and the rest of the scene becomes choppy and fake. But you're not doing that at all. You know, you just have, did you read Don Richardson's book?
I've read parts of it.
So there's one section in the book where he has like the pluses and the minuses. I don't know if you remember where the pluses are, you're in the scene, the minuses are where you like you have a random thought or your stomach, you know, growls, you're hungry, you know, like, and you know, the better you get as an actor, the more those minuses turn into pluses because you're developing that focus and concentration ability. So you are able to turn those minuses into pluses very fast.
Thank you.
So that's a good thing. So
Excellent.
what was your question?
My question, nothing to do with this, but I am looking for a script and I don't know how to do that. You know, you can go to Google and put in the search engine and script for blah, blah, blah. But I'm not able to, I mean, I'm just asking, is there a really good website where you can find any script that I should know about?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, is there a specific script that you want?
Yeah, it's from this movie, 1996, called Secrets and Lies.
So, that's the one you're talking about doing with Lauren.
Yeah,
So,
Lauren and I want to do that.
There's a couple of things you could do. I mean, are you familiar with the movie?
I mean, I've seen it and I've done scenes from it, so yes.
So why do you need the screenplay?
I don't need this, I just want the lines, the sides.
So all you need to do is just get the movie and stop and start it on your DVR, your computer, and type out the words.
So just transcribe it.
I mean, that's what I would do. Like,
Really?
rather than spending all this time looking for the script, which may actually not even be the shooting version.
Yeah.
Because frequently when you find those scripts, it's like the second draft.
Yeah.
And you're going, wait a minute, I saw this movie and that line wasn't even in there. So you're not really talking, I mean, if you wanted the screenplay for a specific reason other than that, then I would say, all right, there's one called, I think, scriptorama.com. You could also go to IMSDB, I believe. And it has—
Say that again.
I think it might be IMSDB. It's like for screenplays. SD as in dog, B as in boy. Or you could just go to IMDb Pro or whatever. And then when you go to the movie, you can kind of scroll down and it will have a link to the screenplay.
Oh.
And it will bring you right to the screenplay sometimes. Or it may bring you to a website where you can buy it.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't mind buying it at all. I prefer because it's easier than having to transcribe it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different. Like, you know, me personally, I'm just saying that's what I would do. Or you have an app on your phone that can record, right? So, you know, you just record it on your phone. Just record it and then stop and start it and just type it out. But again, that's if that's a pain for you to do, then those are some options for you.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, you might want to Google purchase screenplay Secrets and Lies.
Oh, okay. I'm writing this down.
In Google, I would do that.
I'm having trouble finding the movie to watch. I mean, there is a way to do it, but
yeah, I mean, you can look it up on
an older movie or whatever. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, are you saying it's just hard to find?
It's hard to, well, I've found it. I mean, I know I can do it through HBO Max.
Okay, well, there you go.
So, yeah, all
I
right.
mean, you know, you can just
Yeah.
also, by the way, if you wanted, if you want to make it even easier and you don't want to listen, you can just put the subtitles on,
Right,
you know, and then you see the words and you just type.
right, right. Well, maybe, I mean, I used to transcribe everything. And then I was able to find for certain scripts, I was just able to find it, but I don't remember how I did it. So I
Yeah,
thought
I mean,
maybe there was,
I just, for me personally, I don't do it much, but I'm saying like, if you go to IMDb Pro, I believe, and you find the movie and
okay,
you find the screenwriter, it should bring you to a link where you will be able to eventually find the screenplay. But
so one more time, that's
I haven't done it in a long time, but I think it's IMSDB instead of just IMS.
SD as in dog, B.
It's just IMDb and you add an S to it, you know, like
Okay.
IMS. So for screenplay, but I'm not positive that's the website. I'm just saying,
All right.
I think it's been a long time. If that's not it, what I'm saying is if you just go to IMDb Pro, do you have IMDb Pro?
No, I don't have any. No.
Okay, well, you probably should get it because you should have a page with you on it and your, you know, headshots and reels and all that kind of stuff. For those of you who don't who have IMDb Pro, you should, because it's another way for people to find you and it's another way to, you know, to market yourself. It's cheap and it gives you access to all of these additional things like the actor's agent, their representation, you know, who they represent, which you don't have with IMDb. So I don't know if you'll have access to it on IMDb, but eventually.
Well, it's a place to start anyway.
Yeah. So put the screenplay's name in IMDb Pro, excuse me, in IMDb. It will bring you to the movie and it may bring you to the screenwriter and that will eventually bring you to the screenplay, or it may say for access, you need IMDb Pro.
All right. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Okay.
Really good job. I loved the scene. I loved it. Thought you guys did great.
Thanks,
Very good. Thank you guys.